Welcome back, Fox Stars. Thank you so much for joining me today. It's a very special episode because it's one that you guys have been requesting again and again and again on my Instagram, on my Twitter, on my Facebook, in my DMs. So I thought, what better way to answer the question than a one-on-one with you guys? So let's get right into it. So I know you guys are wondering, well, what is it? What's going on? And what tricks does she have up her sleeves? Well, no sleeves, not today. We're all transparent because it's a question that's legitimate and it's one that you guys have repeatedly asked me over different forums. And the question is, why did I quit the industry? So I'm sure you guys are guessing, like, what was the cause of it? You know, she was one of the most famous black tea girls. She was at the height of her game. She's still in her prime. What caused me to give up the industry? Well, I think we need to start at the beginning. So the whole reason I initially got into the industry was, one, I was really, really young. I was fresh out of the gate, 18 years old, didn't know, well, I knew exactly what I was doing because I signed up for it, but I didn't really think about the impact that it was going to have on my long-term lifestyle, basically. And for me, it was survival. I needed to do something. I had to earn money. I had to, pay my way. I had to buy clothes, keep food in my mouth. Like, I had to take care of myself. I was 18. I was an adult. I was in LA on my own, to myself, by myself. So I had to survive. So for me, it was, I had these certain assets and I was going to put them to use. And honey, as you know, as I know, as we know, I put them to use. We put them to good use. So I think that's kind of where it started. And for me, I knew that I was going to transition. So I had to judge like how I was going to do it. Because I knew once I started to show that I was transitioning, pre-transition in the industry, they were going to fire me. And so what I did was I did a handful of scenes while I was beginning my transition. I started my hormone therapy and I was still doing scenes. And as soon as I wasn't functional, that's the right word, functional? Yeah. As soon as I wasn't functional, I transitioned out. As soon as my breasts started to form and I was just like, this isn't going to work. I'm going to get called out. I took a break. So it was about a year, probably closer to 2 years in that transition before I started working in the trans adult industry. And big shout outs to Danielle Fox. She's mother. She's legendary. I'm sure some of you, if you've been in the industry long enough or have participated in this industry long enough, know who Danielle Fox is. Legendary, iconic Danielle Fox recruited me into the T-girl scene. Without her, I probably would have struggled because I knew what I signed up for, but I didn't know how to maneuver it. You're not under contract. You don't have a manager. You don't have anyone to really tell you how to play the fields, you don't have someone to show you the ropes. And so I was blessed to have Danielle because she really showed me how to maneuver in this industry, what I needed to do, how to brand myself, and just put me on game because, she had already been there. She was established and, she was a superstar. So she put me on game, taught me how to brand myself, market myself, and I took that information and I ran with it. And you guys saw the progression of it from the beginning to the end, from the Groovy Girls to when I first started working with Kink. And I mean, that was like Insta famous. Like, almost overnight from like 2010 to 2011, my fan base grew exponentially. Like it was just through the roof, through the roof, internationally known. And I was just like, oh my God, who am I? Who is this girl? Is this really me? Because I never received attention like that. I never thought I would be on that level. I just thought, like, I need to get in here. I need to pay my bills and I need to, go on about my business. I didn't think it would turn into meaningful relationships, something that I love to do, and a fan base that was there to support me through everything. I love you guys so much because you've been there with me through this whole journey. And so you've seen the transition. So you probably figured it out. As the years went by, I got my breasts done. I took a year off. I got my boobs done. And I really debated, like, do I want to keep doing this? Am I going to come back? Am I not? Teetered back and forth. I was in a committed relationship and I was like, where is this going? Am I going to be stable? Can I support myself? And so from there, things just went south and I had to continue what I was doing. And so the industry was never the end game for me. I didn't want it to be like the only thing that I had or, the only thing I could depend on. Because I felt like I have so much to offer. I'm so talented. Like, I could do anything that I wanted to do. And so for me, I took that. I took all the information and it was just something that as a collective, I could just draw from to be able to pursue my photography, to pursue my videography, to start my own business. And that's eventually what I did. I started my own photography business and videography and just kind of branching out. I had a square 9 to 5 that I hated. I mean, I was in it for the right reasons. I love helping people and it was a good job, but I just needed something more. I really wanted just to, to be happy. And I felt that doing the work that I was doing, I was taking on such a burden. And this is kind of where things were like coming to a head, like, what do I want to do with my life? That's what it was coming down to because I knew the industry wasn't my end game. It wasn't what I wanted to do forever. And I know a lot of people, that's the only thing they know, which is fine. Or that's the only thing they want to do. And more power to them. But for me, I just felt like I wanted it to be a stepping stone to something bigger and better. Because I knew the chapter after a decade was coming, for me, was coming to a head. Because don't get me wrong, I love it. I love all the attention. I love meeting beautiful people. I love working with beautiful people. I'm a very sexual person. So for me, the industry was such the perfect experience. I needed that at that time. But at the end of the day, I needed to grow and use it as a tool for my growth. And I feel like I did that because I made all the perfect connections. I made all of the contacts and knowledge. I just soaked in all the knowledge around me. Photography skills, videography skills, production skills, web design skills. I honed all of that, all of my resources to be able to do what I am doing today. And so yes, at the end of the day, to answer your question, I am fully retired. I retired in December of 2017 and it is now January of 2020. So it's been a while. I know some people are still learning like, oh my God, you're retired. Like, child, I've been retired for a couple years now. Like, I always giggle because, it's what it is. And I love all my Fox stars. I love all my honeybees. And I feel like I wanted to take you guys on the next adventure with me. And I feel like that's what I'm doing. Like, with this YouTube, with my Twitch, we're going to be doing TikTok Tuesday, Witch Tips Wednesday. So I feel like I want to take you on all these adventures. I want you to experience the growth with me, even though it's not as sexualized as it was, or a fetish or a fantasy, I still give you all of that. Maybe not sexually, but it was hard. It was hard to make that announcement and just letting all of my honeybees and fox stars know that it's like kind of the end of an epic era, but on to the beginning of something new. But this is what I wrote. It is a bittersweet day to announce that 2018 will be porn-free for me. I have enjoyed being part of a beautiful and diverse community of sex-positive people. I love all my honeybees, and you've been with me every step of this crazy journey. So that was my homage to you guys, because every single step of the way along this journey, you've been there with me by my side. And for me, it was just like overwhelming. Even now I get like a little bit sad. But it was something that like, I don't know, I felt like, you know, we grew up, there are so many fans that like I grew up with, we still talk. And so it's a little bit sad, connections I made, like thinking about all the photographers and award shows with Groovy I've been to, and all the videos I did with Kink, and just all the friends and connection I made. Like, it makes me a little bit sad, but I just feel like, you know, honing all of that knowledge and taking it on to bigger and better things. So yes, I am retired, and like I said, for me, the industry wasn't the end game. And what I really wanted was just to be happy. I wanted to have a very cookie cutter lifestyle, even though I'm not the cookie cutter type of girl. I wanted, like, you know, the family. I wanted the kind of not normal 9 to 5, but I wanted to own my own business. I wanted to be like the boss chick, and like that's where my head was. And so, like I said, I used it as a stepping stone to continue on to bigger and better things. We're here today doing amazing things, sending out positive vibes, love, knowledge, spitting all that knowledge to you guys, and you guys just giving all that love back to me. So it's been good. It's like I said, I appreciate all the love, all the commitment. Like I said, you guys have been here since day one. I love you so much. And for any newcomers, don't feel excluded, because you're riding the same journey with me. So thank you so much. And I love you guys. I can't wait to see where this adventure takes us this year. And just so you know, one last time, I'm retired. Don't ask me again. Period. Retired. Period. But
retired. Period.
But I love you guys, and I will see you in the next episode. Bye.